What's up, fourth graders? Mr. Shoemaker back again to continue our unit on animal adaptations. Now, last time we talked about behavioral adaptations. This time we're going to focus on the structural adaptations. And the structural adaptations are the physical features of an organism. So this is going to be what they look like, what they have on their body, what we can actually see. Now, structural adaptations happen through the evolutionary process. You see, the genes are going to change and mutate over time to better adapt to their surroundings, their food source, all those types of things. So let's get into a few. You've got teeth. Teeth are there for eating, right? You know, if I'm eating a lot of meat and tougher foods, I'm going to need some strong, sharp teeth. Look at a bear's teeth, a lion's teeth, a shark's teeth. Then you've got animals that only eat like veggies and fruits and stuff like that. Their teeth are going to be softer, more dull. They're not going to be as sharp. Next, you have their fur or scales. The fur depends on where they live, or the scales depend on where they live. You know, how hard your scales are, how thick your fur is, or what color your fur is. All of that depends on where you live and the type of animal you are. Are you more of a hunter animal? Do you need fur that's going to help you camouflage? Or do you have fur that is thin so you can survive in these hot conditions? Things like that. Same goes with scales. You see chameleons being able to change their color to blend into their environment to hide from prey. That is another structural adaptation. Next, you have claws, very much like teeth. You know, depending on what you're eating, you're going to need some, to rip through that skin or through the scales. You're going to need some nice sharp claws. Same goes for digging. You're going to probably have some thicker claws for digging or having to scratch through things or leave marks places. You're going to have some tougher or thicker claws. Finally, we have movement. You know, where an animal needs to find its source and how it gets there is a structural adaptation. For example, we have ducks' webbed feet. You know, I'm always talking about ducks. Ducks have the webbed feet to keep them afloat on the water, first off, but also to be able to travel across the water to their food source. You know, a lot of ducks eat what is in that water. So they got to be able to swim, and that webbed feet allows them to swim easier. All right, so now I want to leave you guys off with a task. I want you to find an animal, whether that is in your house, outside of your house, on the internet, I don't know. Find an animal. Next, you are going to identify one structural adaptation of that animal. Remember, these are physical features. It's what you can actually see. Once you have identified one, I want you to hypothesize why that animal has that structural adaptation. You know, why does the bear's claws need to be so long and so thick? Why are the lion's teeth so sharp? Or why is the lion's mane so big? That'd be a great one. I don't know. You find out and you get back to me. Have a good day, fourth graders.